So, the guest we have today has started his journey from Gandhi sagar and now he's running Globalizers. He is someone who has helped me realize my class 6 ka sapna of studying abroad. And talking about no one but the only one, Mr. Prashant. Mr. Prashant, he's running Globalizers. And sir, I would like to ask you now, how are you feeling now? How did you feel when I asked you about the podcast, when I came up to you with the idea of podcast?
So, Vidhi, first of all, congratulations, right? So, more than guys about me, this podcast is about Sabirti. We all congratulate her because what she has done is something remarkable. Getting 100% scholarship in one of the top business schools of the world in the United States. And I think, yeah, so congratulations. And I knew that you do podcast. I keep talking sometimes, right, to my students, right? And I think I felt great when you asked me. I think every podcast is an opportunity that you can share your views in an unfiltered way. So I think the podcast concept is just amazing, and I'm glad that you're doing this, Kate. And it's not easy, but keep it up with this. And thank you for having me on your podcast.
It's an honor for me to have you here. Honestly, I say this line to only a few people. कि होता है जब when people come to a certain point or reach a certain point or they make their name in the industry, they get some sort of arrogance. But looking at a few people I met during the podcasts, I feel you all are so humble, and especially you, because when I see you, no one will ever be able to tell the way you talk. The more humble you are, the more humble you look. I don't know how do I define it to you, but every day when I talk to you, every time I talk to you, I feel that this person is so ground to earth, is so grounded that it eventually inspires me to be grounded. And coming back to from where you started from Gandhi Sagar.
Yeah, I mean, you said Gandhi Sagar, but I'm sure a lot of people don't even know what a Gandhi Sagar is, right? So you have to really go down, touch the Rajasthan border. And just before you touch Rajasthan border, I call it as one of the most beautiful, educated small village where the people would recognize from Chambari Dam.
Achha.
Right. The river flows from the whole Gwalior region, from Rajasthan to this, and it caters to so many states. So that legendary, remarkable dam is there, and that's where you have two small colonies of Gandhi Sagar, number 3 and number 8. My first 18 years till 12, Shaskir Chhattar Madhyamik Vidyalaya, in the video, right? It was spent in Gandhi Sagar.
You studied in Hindi medium?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot there. And nobody can there.
Yes.
So how is the journey like from Gandhi Sagar to Globalizers? How do you come here?
Yeah, you guys are so lucky that people are telling you in school what to do, right? You have career mentors in school, outside school. We had no one to bite. Because at that point of time, when you are living in that small community, where, despite the fact that your father is a teacher, right, in a government school, but still people do not have that vision and awareness that how far your careers can go. So for us till 12th, we did not even talk that what we'll be doing in future. We were with the tide, we were with the flow, and somehow my father saw that, okay, medical shop makes good money. So, okay, how can, how can his son open a medical store? And that's how he gets me into Bachelor's of Pharmacy post 12th.
Okay.
And that's how I had to leave Gandhi Sagar. And after 12th, I am in Munster doing my Bachelor's of Pharmacy. Again, in Bachelor's of Pharmacy, no one to tell what after pharmacy. Right? Okay. And I had no clue whether I'm fit for pharmaceutical sciences as a field or not. Because gradually realized that this is a very intense research-oriented field. And the moment you are in the lab, you're with the friends, and then when you're bachelors, you do a lot of extracurriculars. I think for me, that was the one thing which got me going. Because I was leading Speak Mecca, I was playing badminton, I was in sports big time. So that was my thing, not studies, right? So bachelor's was done, and there I first time learned from my senior that he was my super senior. We used to look up to him. And I asked him on the farewells, what will you do after B Pharma? He said, I still remember he was sitting in front of me and he makes his gesture, I'm going to US. I said, US? America, and for us, like, we were ready to America, right? So I said, what will you do there? So I'm going for a PhD. So PhD was not intriguing. America was more intriguing.
Correct.
I said, okay, I also want to go. Have no idea how it is done. He said, you have to come to Indore. I said, all right. So Mansoor chapter finished. As what Ritesh sir tells me what to do, I came to, Indore. And there again, I was looking for institution like Globalizers, 21 year back, 21 years. And then I enrolled for ZRE at another local institute. Okay. And, then in that period, I get my admission into GSITS for my master's. Oh, wow. And it was very prestigious. So, because I had applied, bachelor's was done, I said, let me apply, but my main goal is to go for master's or PhD in US and I'll prepare for JRE. But since simultaneously I got through GSITS and the fees was negligible, it was a government institution, we were getting a scholarship also. So everybody suggested go for M-Pharma and then you can go for PhD. I said, okay, I'll do that too. So there I'm doing my GRE and I'm doing my M-Pharma also, right? My GRE went well, verbal score came good, right? And while I'm preparing for, I'm doing my M-Pharma, I get a chance to teach GRE students.
Oh, wow.
So that was the first professional stint where I made some money from my living. I was teaching GRE students, verbal section. And then started to realize this is very fun and this is where you're getting involved in yes. And then you also realize that while you're doing M-Pharma, you are not an academic success here because you don't want to do research. So there I was very clear that हो तो गया है, अब M-Pharma कर तो लेंगे, we have a master's degree, but I will not be a success in this particular field. And the only alternate that I had was, let's say, let me explore GRE. And then within 1.5 years, master's got completed. GRE teaching went to a different level, right? Students and me, we had a different level of bond. And they said that we had this kind of bonding with our teachers when we were in school. Right? So, and then it came out, and then, a few of the students said that, we want to be in a place where we are with you, but with full freedom.
Correct.
I said, okay. And then we thought of, okay, what do we do? And then you have few mentors in your life. You talk to them. I had Sandeep sir, I had Shalin sir, sir. I talked to them and they said, maybe take a chance and start your own. And that's how the Globalizers came into existence in 2007 March.
So, asking this question.
Long story, sorry.
No, it was actually interesting. Firstly, after listening to your story, I had two questions for you. Firstly, back in 2007, even back then, people had the idea of going abroad.
They had, and let's say it would start from a city like Indore, Delhi, Bombay, and there's a long history, Saviti, of people going to US, either directly for job, right, or for studies. But yes, it was predominantly for master's level.
Yeah, not for that.
Yes, bachelor's के लिए तो उस समय बहुत चुनिंदा 2, 3, 4, 5 बच्चे चले गए, right? But now things are very different. It has exploded. But yes, at master's level, I think tier 2 city like Indore, Tapur were sending good numbers, but Delhi, Bombay were always sending students to US and other parts of the world in big numbers.
Correct. So, again, if I talk about this scene, so there was some person who influenced you to go to US. Not influenced, but informed you. Yeah. So, I would like to ask, that was a conscious choice of going or choosing a stream that was aligned with your US stream. but अभी के time पे I see a lot of students who don't know why do they want to go to US. They're just going to US because it's a hype now. It's a fate, yeah. Yeah. So they're all going to the fight. So I want to know, how did you calculate that? Okay, this is something I really want to go, or did you even calculate, or it was just a fad for you as that?
No, for me, again, because coming from almost an unaware background, right, we were not cognizant of the fact that, how the whole process is, how much money it takes without even realizing our financial strength, right? So, but now it's still, people are informed on the day one that this much of money is required, the loans are available.
Yeah.
Yes, students are still not sure that how they will make most of their stay in US or still available. But I think some of the good part is they are going to the right ecosystem where eventually with the time they'll be able to figure out.
Correct.
So I am not worried if you are not sure what field you want to go for. As long as you're going to a good university, as long as you know that I would remain sincere and I'm going there with the purpose of gaining knowledge and taking advantage of that system, then I am sure you will eventually figure out the choice of your field. And that's why in the application there is a section undecided.
Yeah.
So it itself isn't self-explanatory.
Also, talking about the fact that a lot of people now, they go to UX, but again, because of administration or different things, so they're still not able to, adjust into the system, into the cultural environment, in the political environment. What would be one advice that you'd like to give them? कि मतलब do this or try this. This will help you adjust with people, because when you are out in a new country, either you are in a mindset of कि हाँ I'll do this, I'll crack this anyhow. You are too energetic, or you feel too low. That if you are someone who is very much cared for in home, or if you're homesick, so you're either below. So how to navigate the differences between those two, either very energetic or very low while in nature?
There are two aspects to it. One, we have to look into the whole aspect without Trump, where you really have to be mentally tough and strong, because in India usually you all are pampered to a different level altogether. Okay. Right? Even you never gone out of your city, maybe without parents, like. So I think there you'll have to be mentally very tough, and that's where at least 2, 3, 4 months before start taking yourself, taking care of yourself, managing your own clothes, learning cooking skills, right? Okay. Be prepared to, eat one food twice a day, right? So I think one is focusing on oneself, that nobody's there to help me. I will take care of myself. I might have a room partner who is way more civilized than me, right? So I should not put him to shame, right? And he start disliking me because of lacking of basic etiquette, right? Basic civic sense. So that's where I would want students to, when they know that after 6 months they'll be in a different world altogether, it would be their 2.0 version starting, right? So for that, you need to prepare. And once you are there, then again, focusing on studies, right? Making good friends, making more friends, right? One of the biggest mistakes that Indian students do is not having more and more friends. And this is problem everywhere, that will always have those 3, 4 friends, and they remain with you for the entire bachelor's. And that's one of the biggest mistakes that you do, right? You should know each and everyone in your class, right? I'm sure 6, 7, 8 it's not possible, but at least larger network, right? Yes, right. And then of course you should not be doing things which are illegal, right? People get this lure of working part-time but outside university. So there was a pound that students used to do. System was lenient, it was manageable. Still, it was not recommended, but they had a way out. Right now, things are different, right? So what should not be doing educating people? Take care of their children, right? The whole assignment thing is a big deal there. Anyhow, you have to make sure that you are afloat with your CGPA, because once CGPA is messed up, then it's very difficult to let go left, right? And then be very aware of the geopolitical scene, right? But at the same time, it shouldn't affect you mentally. If you are seeing some, one traumatic story of a student, right? You have to take that rationally. That this happened, it might have some valid reasons, right? That you were sent back. Why? So, either delve into the whole story or be completely oblivious, just focus on your it's give it an example. I talk to my students, let's say, who are in California, right? For example, I mean, they say that California, we see, us kind of apart from US. Forget US. We're not in US, but we're in California. They use this language. We just focus on our work. We want to become entrepreneur. We want to become techies. We want to become business person. So it's about focus, and then how you take things going around you. So there has to be a certain level of maturity. So I think yes, geopolitical scenes do hit the student population, but it would not make ever anything upside down. So you should have situational awareness, safety, security, right? The way you conduct yourself on campus, when you have to go outside, all these basic things have to be taken. Yeah, and I think mentally you have to be strong.
So I had another question for you here. Firstly, the previous question: how did you learn English? You're so fluent, studying from Hindi medium.
So I think it's never. Of course, the school has a role to play, but for me, of course, I was never taught that this is how you have to. I've never took any class there, right? I think probably it was a knack, I would say. My mom used to teach English tuitions at home in Gandhi Sagar. A lot of our family friends, kids used to come to home. She used to teach, but I never, sat in those classes as usual. But I think I picked up strongly when I came to Mansoor, where I did a lot of conductions. I did, lot of college work, right? Administrative, organizational. So there, because of a knack, and also I had no exposure to Western music. So that language is still difficult that I'm not able to catch. My daughter knows more songs than me, right? So I think because of not that exposure, it was just I think knack it came along. It was I also wanted to learn, and I know those hilarious moments where I made a lot of errors in while trying to speak. But I think the best part is I kept speaking.
Correct.
The fear wasn't there that somebody would laugh at me if I speak wrong English.
Correct. This is something which is very important. Matlab, even if you are afraid of doing something, you should do it, because if you're afraid, then it's obviously gonna push you to a better position than you were at earlier. Correct. So, coming back to the main question, so let's break down the process of studying in the US for bachelors. So starting with the admissions process, I usually see कि admissions process का cycle कैसा होता है. So what do you is firstly हम पहले मतलब जितने से I got an interaction with, so they all said that somebody choose a college and then target SAT. But this felt awkward to me. Like, not awkward, but this was odd. This did not go well. And when I came to you, you said, crack SAT and then we'll select colleges. So that really stood out to me there. So I want to know from you, what was the strategy behind doing SATs first and then choosing colleges?
Good. Excellent person. क्या होता है समझी जब हम एक इंडियन स्टूडेंट के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखते हैं, एक CPSC स्टूडेंट के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखते हैं, there are tons of students who are aiming at the same college. Everybody wants to get into MIT. Everybody wants to get into Harvard, right? I know that's okay. It's not about that. You say that, okay, I will build my profile according to what Howard might like it. I would build my profile, let's say entrepreneurial profile, so Stanford may like me, right? Okay. So, and again, I can't think of any of these 5, 7, 10, 15, 20 universities unless I see a good SAT score,
Correct.
right? So, and specifically if it's business or, engineering. So, get a great SAT score, okay? And then we know that these are the 8 to 10 to 12 schools, depending on all the circumstances and what student is into, we will be able to finalize a list. I am focusing on MIT for last 2 years and I end up getting a 15 SAT, right? There is a mismatch. So we have to at least, tick certain check boxes before jumping on to actual list coming out. And that's why I say that kudos to you that you pulled up the entire journey in so less amount of time. I wish I'd met you, in night
Correct.
or death, right? So that you had a whole time to crack even a high rank business school and the MIT at our times. So in that context, students should work on SAT and entire profile building right from 10th. Then it makes sense to discuss these things,
Good.
right?
Obviously, once you have your things in place, then you can go to someone and ask them for the next step. If you haven't completed, if you haven't, started even a step, so आप किसी को बोल नहीं सकते that take them to the rider up there.
Oh, it'll happen. And the idea is how do you differentiate yourself, right?
Correct.
So, you should get highlighted in the entire profile, but few non-negotiables and everybody should know. If you know, if you're in 9th or 10th or 11th, make sure that CGPAs have to come out well, right? Make sure that you have other academic accolades such as APs. Get a great SAT score, give it 3 times, right? And of course, work. Everybody knows that all the activities, profile building, things.
And I think the most important aspect is the profile building thing.
It's very important.
Even if you have a lower SAT score, I don't think you'll agree with me in this thing. But even if you have a lower SAT score, a profile, you can make it up.
It can make, I agree with you, right? Not for all the majors, right? But at the same parallel, everybody somebody would not have a proficiency for math. So it will also be unjust at the same time that only challenge that we keep giving to students is SAT. No, that's perfectly okay. But then if not SAT, even if you have a average academics, let's say around 8s or 7s, right? Then at least few other spikes in the profile should come out. Maybe at national level, maybe at international level, maybe one, competition, maybe a school head, co-head, but whatever it is. So you'll have to show some spikes so that university thinks that you would be a productive asset for this university. You're not just an average student coming.
And the fact that you're competing with people from all over the world, not just from India. And the fact that, when you're trying to, when you're trying to highlight yourself in a crowd, you need to do something which is out of the crowd, which is out of the world idea. I think not even out of the world, but something you're really passionate about and you show it in the profile.
Yes, absolutely.
So, I had this question since so long. I assessed my profile. I feel I was too much into business. I showed all aspects of business. But then again, I did not think, I think I could get into a better university or something like that. So, where was that peak point when I slipped from the admissions office hand?
Again, there are multiple factors, right? If they see that everything which is shown in the application was just in 1 year, right? Right? That might be a factor. They want to see a very consistent trajectory from 9th, 10th, 11th, right? So getting a very specific reason that why one application gets rejected, this would always remain a mystery. And I think, again, because you're from CBSE, you have fantastic academics, right? One of the factors, let's say from the top bracket of our list, maybe the top 15, 20 schools जो हमने choose किए थे, वहाँ पे we might have fallen short on SAT also.
Yeah.
right?
I think I would have gotten a better score अगर उस time पे
And two activities less हो जाती तो भी चलता.
हाँ,
Right? That way.
yes. Also, अभी जैसे SAT का चल रहा था बीच में, a lot of universities said that yeah they waived of the SAT and now they're getting that on SAT. So, what do you think is currently the importance of SAT? Or like nowadays, a lot of students and a lot of peers I've met, they are trying to neglect the SAT. Chalo, a lot of universities have already waived. So I wanna ask from you as a counselor, what do you think SAT, like as you told, SAT is important, but can you tell me an example where SAT stood out or where SAT played a big part?
Yeah, almost. I see my all successful applications of IP leagues. Two things were common. They had very high CGPAs, 94, 95%, and 15, 40 plus, 15, 30, 50, 50 plus SAC scores. So SAC score importance is now going to be more than ever, right?
Okay,
It's going to be more than ever.
it's actually shocking.
Yeah, because now, of course, universities are obviously getting it back. Now, even if the universities are not getting it back, when they have to select an Indian student,
Correct.
right? Everybody is having similar higher pursuits, right? One of the differentiating factors can be SAT, and then they move on to the profile and the essay side. So, you know, SAT would still be determining 35 to 40% of the outcome.
Oh my God, that's a big number.
That's a big number, right? And that's fair because it is doable. If we put right effort, right guidance, right, you can achieve a good SAC score so that you believe that you've gone into the application process with full force. Right. So I think we should try for SAT as much as we can. Okay. And even in getting the low SAT score, we take a call that we would not report this SAT score to that university, and then we'll play around with our rest of the profile. So, and again, if let's say university is not requiring SAT, you see that on its website, right? Then let's say consider it as a part of your profile, right? And still, if you have a good SAT score, report it because it will be in their eyesight.
Correct.
So I think we should, and then SAT has other advantages. If I'm applying in National University of Singapore, so, right? When I see that application, they ask with SAT. NTU makes it medically, engineering makes, right? In India, Ashoka, you have a SAT as one as
Master's Union or the
master's degree. So I think, and then at the same time, the kind of effort that you put for JEE or IP math, उसका आपने 40-50% भी लगा दिया. That's a great SAT.
yeah.
So I think that's why talking about SAT. One message that I will give through your medium is students in 12th, a lot of academic load. They are into JEE, right?
Correct.
Lot of other Indian examinations, and sometimes they are not even sure whether they want to go abroad or not.
Correct.
But I would say that take a diagnostic of SAT, okay?
Yeah.
कुछ कोचिंग मत करो बट सैट को एक बार अटेम्प्ट करो एटलीस्ट बिफोर September or August when you are in 12th, and if you get a SAT score, then at least you have some idea and some motivation to keep an alternate to your 12th dreams in India. Because we all know that JEE just going to be that 1% of students, right? So it's nothing wrong going ahead with JEE, but yes, SAT, I think students who have good aptitude, possibly if they just do a month and a half or 2 month preparation, strategic one, can be able to go.
And in fact, I completed my maths in 1 month. Verbal took a lot of time.
Right.
And the fact that I took a test, a diagnostic test for either I should give SAT or ACT according to my capabilities, तो वो भी it helped me a lot. मतलब students now try to do either SAT, ACT, तो जिसका information ज़्यादा होता है, they are geared towards that. तो instead of sticking to one, either SAT or ACT without any prior knowledge, get a diagnostic test. See where you're doing better, which is according to your capabilities. If you're good at reading and understanding and analyzing all, then probably ACT is the thing for you, because they had science passages, they had English passages, all the things combined. And if you are okay with making conclusions of things, if you're good with, logically comprehending what can happen next, so probably SAT is the thing. So I found out that SAT is a better medium for me. So that cut out a lot of noise from my end.
Yes, that's good. Lovely.
Hmm. So from SAT, I would like to jump on essays. Essays was the part where I cried the most.
I know everybody cries. Yeah, I mean, you never have a perfect essay. Yeah.
But tell me three things, or like tell me 3 points through which I can check my essay if my essay is good or not. When you're reading an essay, how do you analyze if this essay checks these 3 points, these 5 points, then this essay is good to go.
Great question. I want to get an immediate feel first thing that whether it's appearing or sounding personal or not. Okay, personal. I do not want to see an essay where I have 4 5 lines. I read 4 5 lines, and even I could write the same thing about myself.
Correct.
Right from the word go, it should appear to be personal.
And with personal, this answer also means unique, right?
Unique is also subjective. If I'm talking about one episode of my life, right? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, I think it would be unique to me, right? So you must be analyzing 4 5 situations, and you would find that this essay, maybe I can recall 3 4 situations of my life which relate to this particular essay. I think you should try writing about at least 2 to 3, essays of different situation, and like when you read that, you appear that how my persona is getting reflected.
Correct.
Of course, a lot of other aspects that I don't want to see, that it is little narcissistic, and you're trying to drag yourself, right? So the essay has to be personal. That's the most important aspect. That's where I see that sometimes we utilize chat GPT and these kind of tools in the wrong way. It would be the last tool, and also maybe would not take the suggestion of ChatGPT just for maybe sentence tightening. Maybe I might have made a grammatical mistake, but trust me, you do not need ChatGPT at all in the entire process. We use this thing that, okay, for the ideation we will talk to ChatGPT, but trust me, I think once I'm done with my essay, I'm satisfied. I've got these essays peer reviewed, right? That's the most important aspect. Get your essays peer reviewed from the students who have gone into so good schools, and of course the mentors that one has. Uh, you know, there you'll have the answer, right?
Correct.
So honestly, you should make a firm mindset that for this process, neither Grammarly nor ChatGPT. Trust me, and then you would never regret this. Yeah.
And
Do procure some sample essays or recommendations of successful students,
correct.
right?
And also, the fact that I got to know from a friend who's studying in America, he told me that his professor pays $20 every month, $20 or $30 every month, just to check if the work from the students is done by AI or done by students themselves. So if a professor from a university is putting in $20-$30, so I think admissions office, then they might have a complete setup or a system that can really know if the student is writing the essay by themselves, or is the chat GPT.
On the contrary, it's not like that. Oh, that academic integrity issue is bigger than the admission. This is also a violation of academic integrity if you get your essays written by AI, right? But talking about, I was talking to few admissions officers. One was of Georgetown and some other university, right? This is Prashant. we get immediate, idea that whether he has written or ChatGPT, right? And because there's years, 20 years of experience in admissions, right? So even if I read an essay, I can get this. It cannot be this perfect, right? And that's why no matter how much prompts you give to ChatGPT that make this humanize no. So I think they would not put your application through a system where your essays are getting flagged that this is AI 90%. No, they don't do this. Okay, they read it and they actually, understand immediately that how much that essay is impactful and how much ChatGPT or AI might be into it. Why the professor thing? Why it is very important? Because more than admissions officers, professors are very, very, very clear that they cannot see an element of plagiarism, right? Because that is the biggest violation of academic integrity. As these professors and their assistants have turned it in all these softwares where they easily listen. I've seen so many cases. Sometimes even out of the ignorance, the students have copied, right? Or because of some other person, the entire group got affected and it all got zero, right? So, that one thing for all the students who are going, make sure that the plagiarism is the most important aspect that you take care.
Correct.
So, we should not be worrying whether admission officers will take your essays through AI or not, right? Because there is nowhere written that they would do this. Right?
Correct.
What we can be free from that fear. This is my own written, or I've taken the help of my family, my friends, right? And you all put together without the help of any, technology.
Correct. Yeah. And the fantasy side key, get it endured by your peers or your seniors. So I just want to tell and thank my seniors. When he said this, I actually got a flashback of all the people I got my essays rectified by. They read my essays. Urja di, Zoe, lovely. She read my essay. Snigdha di, Athoibo, all the other guys who had met, they all read my essays, rectified it, told me, Samriddhi, this is good, this is not, this might look like something's odd here. So they helped me a lot. And always seniors are someone who can always look up to. Seniors, like good seniors.
Good seniors, yes, for that to help you. And one would not do, but it someone else would do.
Correct.
And I always say, ask for it. What will happen max to max? They will say no, right? Keep asking.
Yeah, no ask, no get. Yeah.
Very simple.
Mhm. So from essays, I want to tell you that essay process for me was eye-opening. I got to know so much about myself. It made me so self-aware that I found out those parts about me that I did not know ever existed. So, I never knew that I was someone who cried for anything. If I'm happy, I'll cry. If I'm sad, I'll cry. If I'm angry, I'll cry. So I got to know this using the different questions, different prompts I got from Globalizers. So I still remember all those prompts. So what do you think? Tell me one prompt you think can help students to actually, or one exercise you think that can help students actually build a story around build a story around their life.
Oh, okay. So I think when I'm asking students that uh, there are two ways to look at it. One is a broader aspect. If I have a clear goal that I want to work in Google, I want to pursue computer science. Okay. So then I need to ask myself what all I have done and what I will do and how these bachelors will fit in that entire career scheme. So I have to draw that entire line, chain of events, bachelors, and the possible outcome, which will be termed as a short-term goal. Okay. Right. And that's where a general question bank has to be made for every student that, okay, what is your, let's say, dream, work, dream job, right? What things you are good at, right? What's the lead professionally, right? What all you have done to achieve those skill set, right? What were the 2 to 3 instances where you thought that you did this thing great or you were successful? Same for failure. So once you do these 20, 30 questions, and you write about them, that's where you get to know about yourself, right? And then sometimes even a lot of this work may not be asked by universities, but it helps you to create a story. Right. So I think because you're going for higher studies, first thing is always, making sure that you're able to draw a career schema in your mind. That I want to study these things. That
You're able to connect dots, and through those dots, you're finalizing your path forward.
that's from the story. So let's say if some student in 10th solved one classroom problem or a family problem or a family business problem or a society's problem through some technology. Right. So, and then you say, okay, this can be the one icebreaker, right? And then relate it to the next chain of events. And that's how take it ahead. So it's about going 2-3 years back, then combining all the, connecting the dots, then putting that bachelor's and then short term, and then maybe also long term if the university is asking.
Okay, understood. So on the next thing, I wanted to ask कि जैसे this is something okay. I'm going to be very blunt about this. I really hate the whole education system linked with money. So, for example, I got a note from a university that they did not accept my profile because I was asking for a lot of scholarship, and that was my financial condition on that part. University is not wrong on their part as well, but someone with a lesser caliber than me, who can give a good amount or afford the university, will be admitted, but not me, who's having a higher caliber. So I want to ask you, what's your opinion on this?
Ah, good. I was seeing one reel few days back where the the Oxford community, or I think it was Cambridge or Oxford, they were slammed that only those people are in the room who can afford the education at Oxford, right? And so many talented scholars who cannot afford are not a part of the room, right? So, for better or worse, right? We all have to accept one fact that great education comes at price. Let's understand this fact. Okay. And at the same time, in the entire world, there will always be a scenario for one position of merit. There will be, for the top bracket, I'm talking about top IITs, I'm talking about IIEs, I'm talking about top 20 institutes, right? One position, there will be 100 people competing, right? So this message would eventually go to the society that this is all capitalism. Okay, people who can afford only go to Harvard, whether through legacy, whether who have donated millions of dollars, right? So I think that's all going to be there, and we all have to accept that as a fact. And that's where there are certain education systems in Europe where we must credit them, where you do not have to pay for your additional education, right? Okay, so but that's very few. So talking about whether US, whether it's Australia, whether it's UK, it's primarily capitalism. We'll have to pay the fees, right? But at the same time, if you really see universities, they do have millions of scholarship being distributed every year, right? Now, why we are able to see from a different angle, because we are international students. If we go through their data, and if you go through how many students from Ghana or Africa got these scholarships, you would have a little different opinion that okay, a lot of the students are being supported from that country, and they were given a chance to come to United States and Islam, right? So because they have so much of money, they use that for the scholarships also. But again, we would have this disadvantage that they coming from India, right? And general perception is there that a lot of Indians can afford. At the same time, a lot of talented Indian students cannot, right? And that's where we get the flake of it. So I agree that everybody should get the scholarship, right? It should not be based on, just merit, but need also, merited need. But, the way the whole system operates, right? From the kind of faculties that they have to maintain and pay, the kind of infrastructure they have to build, and overall, the capitalistic system will have to accept that fact as it is. And it will continue for better or worse. And that's where it is in our hands to really work hard and make our profile so that even if not the top school, a moderate school gives us the funding. Because one thing is for sure, and specifically for USA, they would reward the merit. If not, if one university is not giving some other, at least we have to be sure of our merit.
Correct.
So that somewhere, some university gets recognition.
Correct. Yeah, because even in Harvard as well, even in Pennsylvania, they dropped their acceptance rate to 3% this year raise, less than 3%. So, uh, among a lot of students who are better than me, that's how I made myself to understand this, that there are a lot of students better than me, a lot. They've done a lot to, but it deserve this. So that's why probably I could not make.
Yeah, that understand me. And at the same time, lot of deserving students also do not get their dream school, right? And that's perfectly okay because they are given their best. They might go to some other school, right? So I think as we'll have to take this as a process. And I always say that sometimes we see things superficially that this university has a 4% acceptance rate. But when you go layer by layer and beneath it, and then you realize, okay, for international students, it's even 2%.
Correct.
Right? Yeah. So they would have lot of norms where they have to take the students from their state. 10 states, the rest of the United States, they're outside, US. So lot of factors affected admission and scholarships.
So apart from Ivy Leagues, what are the types of universities that a student can try to look into?
I'm glad that you brought this question. Please stop having unhealthy preoccupation with the term
Ivy Leagues.
Ivy Leagues. No, it's not only about Ivy League, right? I have, they say that it's about meritocracy, right? So my students, San Jose are in Google, right? So I know that a top school definitely plays a role, right? So if you are in Ivy Leagues, great, or the other top schools, equally good schools. If I see categorically computer science global rankings, Harvard comes below Georgia Tech.
Oh,
It comes below UC.
okay. That was a bad.
So that's where what is good for your subject. That would decide that Ivy League, has something to be, considered or not. So if I say, if you just get the Ivy Leagues, right, you got to loot it to UCs. UCs don't give any scholarship, but if you can afford, go for that, right? Second, you should look into, let's say, for example, US. I trust me, every state has its, flagship university. UT Stone, UT Austin, I love it. Georgia Tech, Ohio State, right? So, you go to every state, you can target their first two universities.
Good.
So one of the ways to look into yes, one of the ways to look into it, right? Of course, one would have to narrow it to a list of 10, 12, 40, 50 universities. But there would be equally good universities or even better than Ivy Leagues in many fields. Michigan Ann Arbor is an unbelievable place to be.
Yeah, even Boston University.
Even BU is great, which is there, right? So, I think all universities are good for me. And at least the basic education system is similar,
Correct.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, you get alumni benefit in top schools. You get better networking. Yes, and you have an edge in employability laws. So I think parents must consider about the budget thing very seriously because at least US has the scholarships. Other countries they would admit you but may not give you that full rightful scholarship concept what we have in USA. So one has to be very clear about the budgets and before jumping into This is something very important. So I say these three things to every parent. First, make sure that your child is decently studious. You need not to be topper of the class as a factor to go abroad, but he should be decently studious. Second, he should be mentally strong, or he should be at least emotionally stable. And third, parents should have a clear understanding of finances. Okay. These three things, the moment you decide to study abroad, inquire about these three things, work on these three things, right? And then take a part.
Correct. Uh, finances play a big role when you're going to the US. Now, as you said, other countries don't offer much scholarship. But the other day I was looking into some universities in, I think, Germany. They have a really low tuition fee.
Correct. They don't have a tuition.
Exactly.
They don't have a tuition. The public universities are free.
And even the private universities at 7 lakh 12 hours. Serious. Yes. So, I wanted to know, apart from the US, what are some top 5 countries that students can look into?
The other countries in terms of fee perspective or in general?
In general.
Okay. So, again, because we come from India, English speaking becomes very important.
Correct.
So, the first attempt should be to study in an English speaking country. And this is right after 12. So, from a master's perspective, I would look at Germany from a different view. But if it's right after bachelor's, I would look from a different view. So, I would still recommend that, explore a lot of universities in USA. Some very good universities in UK. All 15, 16 good universities in Australia. Right? If you are academically, very good, then you can also explore Singapore, NUS, NTUS, these kind of, SUTT and these kind of schools. Then again, some top universities in New Zealand, they provide some specialized education. Now for bachelors, if I see what Europe has it, right? And yes, again, Ireland is also a hot destination. A lot of students have a great bachelor's at Trinity, right? And then going to Europe, then if I see I want to go to Germany, then the road after bachelor's, it isn't topsy-turvy, primarily because their education system is of 30 years.
Yeah.
Right?
We have 12.
And we have 12. So through student colleague, we have to go through a foundation year. And then after foundation year, we apply to the universities. And most of the bachelor's courses are taught in German language or German and English. Right? So that's where we do not have a very, very clear picture, except some business courses or engineering courses in private universities of Germany, which have a very reasonable fee, right? Those can be targeted. But if you really want to target a public university in Germany, then right after post 12th, there will never be an admission into directly a bachelor's.
Correct.
You will have to go through a foundation along with German language, and then go. And that's why you would see not a lot of the students going to Germany post 12 just because of this particular, issue. And for masters, it's one of the best places to be in. You can study TUs. If you see the top 500 universities, at least 25, 30 are from Germany.
Correct. Understood. So, how's Dubai as a place to start?
Dubai is upcoming. However, it cannot be compared anywhere close to what the conventional popular study abroad destinations have to offer.
Correct.
Right? So sometimes parents think that we're very clear of not setting our kid to far destinations, right? Okay. So then Dubai comes up, right? In Dubai, there are, few good programs of universities of Australia and UK. They are opening NYU, Abu Dhabi is there, Abu Dhabi ka campus at Middlesex, Kiryat Wat, and Wollongong, all these campuses, even India Sweden School of Global Management. So, it's a good place to study. Dubai is one of the most global cities in the world. But definitely, if I look at purely from an academic perspective, it it doesn't come close to what yes, what US, UK, Australia has to offer for sure. And then there are a lot of rules related to part-time job. So one good advantage, it's close. Second good advantage, it's safe. And
Lesson.
at least that lesser investment for sure. And yes, at least maybe a better choice than studying in any average Indian university.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. So, it was a night. It was a nice and a long time talking to you. Felt really good. But now we have a very fun segment with you,
All right.
wherein this is something that I added a few days back. Actually, I was going through a video from Priyanka Chopra where she tries to speak a lot of tongue twisters.
All right.
So I like tongue twisters a lot. My favorite one is this one of how good would a woodchuck chuck wood if a woodchuck could chuck wood. So you have I'm not giving you this card, but you will have to say red lorry, yellow lorry. Within 30 seconds, let's see how many you get.
Red lorry, yellow lorry. Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your name starts now.
Red lorry, yellow lorry, 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 red yellow lorry, red lorry, 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 yellow lorry.
Oh my god, 16 times. That was great.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm getting something. I deserve a prize for this.
Correct. I will. So, now coming to my favorite part. That's rapid fire round.
All right.
You'll have to answer the questions that I ask you within one sentence as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So, 1, 2, 3, start. Last time you cried. Thanks.
Sorry. I do. I don't remember. Okay.
One book you recommend.
For a lot of my friends, I mean, to start with, uh, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People.
Could.
Stephen Covey.
Oh, I really like that movie.
Yeah. That's a best beginner folks. Yes.
Past one make about college repetitions.
For abroad,
No.
everybody would not get universal scholarship.
That's still controversial. One advice.
Focus on yourself. Make sure that you are making daily efforts to improve yourself.
Education agents should stop doing dash dash.
Just stop behaving like an agent.
Correct. So good. Your inspiration.
I pick my entire family, but I'm most inspired by one of my mentors, Dr. Sabit Sir.
One trick to manage money.
Avoid social media. That's the only way of messing your time. Everything, is on its place once you avoid this.
Good. A code you live by.
I mean, treat other people the way like you want to be treated.
Oh my god, that's so good. My mom repeats it for like 100 times a day.
Yes, we remind ourselves daily basis.
Universities need to stop pretending they're dash dash.
They will place everyone, or they should stop putting those numbers on their website at 96%
Place.
get placed, which is not true for most of the cases.
Absolutely.
And it should not be pretending to be being ranked in some publication and just advertising it everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Why for the thing that they are getting published in terms of ranking may not be of any use.
Good. Which superpower you'd like to be blessed with?
I want to have my knees remain perfect for 100 years so that I can play badminton. Superpower knees. I need that.
I think elbows will.
No, this is okay. This can work. No problem. Oh. Tennis elbow. This is the word. These are the biggest. They take the most hit. So only one superpower which is related to health. No other superpower needed.
If you had a chance to fulfill one wish, what would it be?
Hmm. To travel entire world hunting.
One thing you wish you could take to your grave.
I mean, photo of my family.
Your family, man.
Of course.
As seen as
And that's the amazing case, yeah. Beautiful wife. Parents are still with me.
yeah, and I've seen you walking the red carpet on the red carpet with the
So right alive here. I answer. We're a bunch of 100 couples and we do these crazy events once a month.
That's a beautiful actually. Like you're enjoying your time with your family, with the friends. So it should happen often.
Yes, it's right.
If you were to die tomorrow, what would you regret?
I did not try my luck in performing arts. Resign me now.
Yeah, you can.
If I don't cry.
Of course. It is a. What's a goal in life?
Uh, to continue working as long as I can. Um, uh, Financial goals and other goals are already there, not a challenge. Is just able to work as long as I can.
Yeah, that's an important part. When you're passionate about something.
Yeah. Whatever I'm working, this or something else, it's just the longevity is not longevity of life, but longevity of work.
Correct. The quality should go. Yeah. Um, if you were the host and I the guest, what would you ask me?
I would ask you, what's a good question? If I'm the host?
You're the host. Yeah, I am the guest.
Okay.
And what would you ask me in your podcast?
One thing I already asked, how did you do?
Yeah.
Phenomenal SAT score, right? But other thing I would ask you that, how did you saw this dream of studying abroad and accomplish it?
Accomplished with your help and saw this dream when I was in sixth tier. जब हमारे घर के सारे बच्चे 5 minutes क्राफ्ट देखते थे तो then I used to watch Harvard Business School's videos.
Wow.
I did not
In the sixth.
yeah exactly.
That's so amazing. Okay.
And then I knew that this is the place where I want to be.
So that's the most simple. That's the most beautiful part of today's podcast.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course, so the one question I would ask that, how did you saw this dream?
So your favorite student? That's of course me.
Yes. Now after the podcast, yes. Oh, so many of them are maybe I shared fortunately a different relation with all our students. We're still in touch, right?
Yeah.
So naming one would definitely be unjust. But if I have to name, I always talk about Akash. I always talk about Shadi, right? I always talk about Lakri. So many. These three, and few of them are very, really close. But every student is always dear to one. Even if they connect after 4 years, and they're getting married, and they say now my wife is gonna come to you, and unka visa kara do ya unko ek admission kara do. So we always recall our times, when.
So it's always nice when you all the people and you seen and growing.
Nothing better than that. Yeah. The transformation that we've seen in our students, and from the background that they were here, what they've done is just remarkable. And then once they went, they gave confidence to their siblings, to their cousins, and their life was also transformed. So it was a downward effect. And, they saw their potential and they actualized it there in the Western world.
Yeah. Also, you play certain role in mentoring all of them. So that's something that's really inspiring at the end of the day. You sleep with satisfaction in your heart that you had a lot of people transformed.
Yeah, Salah Major, just look out on that. I'm not one of those where we just, dragging ourselves to the work. So one needs to create a life where from morning to the evening, you have all the things that you actually want to do. Whether it's, starting your day at the club, playing sports, coming here, meeting new queries, right? Still the queries are same, some of the usual 20 years back, 80 years back. But if you talk to them and, with your enhanced understanding, you also help them develop a perspective.
Yeah.
And they say that, okay, now we got clear. And then they jump onto the process for 1 year, 6 months, every 2 years. And the best part is, if we say that it would happen, and if you're on the track, the best part, it happens.
Yeah.
Right? If I open a cat coaching, I'm just showing the fancy dreams to 2,000 people, and I only 5 will get into IEs. Here you will go to abroad, and then we'll get a chance of your life.
Even just a small thing, when I was really scared about my admissions, in the early stages, I wasn't getting into good school because of scholarships. So uh, my mother called to Shwetaman. My mother literally asked her, will she be able to go or not? So Shwetaman really confidently said that, ma'am, see, I can guarantee you this, with the help of Prashant Sir, somebody will be going to abroad, will be studying in abroad in 2025. And that one line gave so much assurance to my mother that she slept nicely then. She was like, हाँ ठीक है, प्रशांत सर ने बोला है तो हो जाएगा.
It happens that it's not just for the sake of sake. It's the conviction and that, good understanding of the process, the idea of universities, day in and day out, digging into various schools. I still at my point when I started GRE trading, I had no one to guide me that, how would you send the student GRE? तो हो जाएगा, but उसके बाद क्या? How the application? I had to dig Edulix was one of the very good platform where the actual students were there, they used to talk. So I probably read every line 10 times, every forum, every post, right? In the forum. And then I understood and then talked to my students who are there for hours. Then, okay, what happened to you? How did you get this assistantship and now you don't have to pay any fees? So, and you grow daily, you learn daily.
Correct. Correct. So it was nice time having you here. It was my good. Yeah, it was my pleasure as well. I am humble again. You gave me this great opportunity to be able to talk to you, to break down things about studying abroad to people, to students who don't even think of studying abroad. I'll be the first woman in my whole town to study abroad.
That's the best part.
Yeah. So that all has happened because of people like you. You helped me realize that dream. So thanks from my heart to you that you helped me realize my dreams. You will help a lot of people watching this podcast realize their dreams, and you're still helping a lot of people realize their dreams even in the US. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Samuel. It was my pleasure. I wish you all the best for your, the most important stint of your life, bachelor's in US and so on. Make most of it, and I'm sure you will shine.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.